Begin with good news to all people. In Acts 1:8, Jesus was with his disciples on the Mount of Olives, and he says, you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you, and you will be my witnesses. See, our primary mission is to be a witness, to give testimony to Jesus, to his life, his ministry, his teaching, his purpose, his mission of restoration. Telling people about me everywhere. In Jerusalem, throughout Judea, in Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. You see, it's for all people. It's good news to all the world. It began in one place because God was working through this nation, Israel, to bring the Messiah into the world. But that Messiah came not just for Israel, but for all the world. So it began in Jerusalem. It says on the day of Pentecost, at that time in Acts 2:5, there were devout Jews from every nation living in Jerusalem. Jews from all over the world had come to Jerusalem for this festival of Pentecost. And it was here that God was going to send this outpouring of the Holy Spirit to have this incredible expression and preaching of the good news of Jesus Christ. And here Peter preaches that gospel message, the message of Pentecost. And because there are people from every nation, all over the world, those who received that message, who heard that message, would take this message all over the world. You see, from the very beginning, God had orchestrated so this message would go out to all the world. And here in the book of Acts, it covers a specific part of this outreach, the outreach of Peter in the first part of Acts, and then it continues on with the outreach, the missionary work of the Apostle Paul. From Jerusalem, it goes to Judea and Samaria. Now, you would think this would be automatic. It wasn't automatic then, just like it's not automatic now, right? We don't automatically go out and share the good news. A lot of times God has to do something, has to make something happen for us to share the good news with somebody else. A lot of times we're willing to do it, but we got to have some help from God to kind of open that window, open that door, give us a word, do something for us to share that witness. And here in Jerusalem, all these incredible things had happened with the life, the ministry, the resurrection, the day of Pentecost, and thousands were coming to Christ. But the church was staying in Jerusalem. You realize that? We like our church, and we like our people, and we like our group. That's just natural. We want to be in our group with our people, with our comfort. And that's understandable. There's a place for family and friends and community and all those things, but we got a mission that goes beyond us. It goes beyond me and mine. It goes out. And look what it says in Acts chapter 8, verse 1. It says, Saul was one of the witnesses, and he agreed completely with the killing of Stephen. So Stephen preached the gospel. Stephen pointed out to the religious leaders who had rejected Jesus that they were rejecting the Messiah. And when he did that, they stoned him to death. And it says that Paul stood there as a Pharisee and a leader of the Jews, approving the killing of Stephen. And then it says this in verse 4. A great wave of persecution began that day, sweeping over the church in Jerusalem, and all the believers except the apostles were scattered through the regions of Judea and Samaria. You might think, why am I where I am in my life right now? Why am I in this place? They may have been wondering, God, if all this is real and true, how come I got forced out of my home, out of my place, out of my comfort zone, and I got to go live over here now? Well, God was sending them out to share the good news. And you know what it says? It says, but the believers who were scattered preached the good news about Jesus wherever they went.